Hello Libras and welcome to your May 2024 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that comes up is the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Now, entering into Taurus season, everything that has to do with our second house, our worth, our value, seems to be pretty relevant. And we had their front partner, Scorpio full moon, just at the end of the last month, which will bring up all of the old wounds that have something to do with worth and value in order to transform it, to show it to us, to let it die. So that's kind of a partnership here, and the astrological wheel, one in front of the other. That is very interesting because one is ruled by Venus there, Taurus. And so the importance of knowing our worth is very crucial in our dealings, in our just ourselves, in our old wounds and things like that. Most of the wounds are based on what? Abandonment, believing we're not worthy, that we don't deserve, that, being rejected. Worth and love, like the two things Venus rule, if they're not solid within us, and love, feeling unloved and all of that, or having been given a wrong definition of love, this is the root of all wounds. So here, you're upright as a Queen of Pentacles. So that tells me that you're grounded. You have everything that is needed to accomplish what you want. You're supportive. You're all of this. But there's a Five of Pentacles here that kind of sticks out. The card after, well, that's not surprising. There's the juggling, Two of Pentacles. Because these two things cannot cohabit at the same time. But yes, if you juggle, because you can be a bit one and then a bit, that one will kind of creep up the Five of Pentacles and come and, mess with your alignment and make you juggle. It's with the Four of Cups in reverse. There's the water in front of Scorpio. And the Four of Cups in reverse is great because, it's great. It depends. When it's upright, we are for sure in that, and consciously in that emotional prison where been there, done that. I don't see how you can surprise me, or I don't even believe in that other cup. This is what I've experienced, and that's all there is. And we're sitting with our arms crossed. We're kind of, when somebody crosses their arms, they're not receptive. And cups are not just emotions, but they're the machine within ourselves that can receive downloads, creativity, pleasure, healing. We need, the more water you have, the more clean water, I should say, because if there's pains of this in it, it's not very healing. The more new water you have, the more it's going to allow yourself to change your vibration. Therefore, if you change your vibration or your frequency, it's going to be mirrored differently out there. Two of Cups. So this month, I think these things are coming up to your consciousness so that you can address it. At the end of the month, Two of Swords. There you are. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. That duality. Here in the Two of Swords, it's a paradox. I have two things at the same time. It's like, that's why we need to make a decision here of what is my truth. Sometimes it's going to be just an inner decision, but sometimes it's going to kind of have a repercussion in our reality. Like if I have a new definition on my worth, then the people that treat me like this will not fit anymore. I will not be the supportive if this is what I have in reverse. I accepted it because inside I treat myself like that. My feminine allowed it. So here, at the end of the month, you're going to make decisions, Libra. Under this, we have the Queen of Swords, you, but in reverse. So that means that this affects how you perceive your reality. And when I was saying in reverse, sometimes it means it's leaving, and other times it means that it is there, but unconsciously. We're not conscious of it. Like this, we're going to notice we're doing this. Then it's easier to make a decision. So here, we're looking at life through the lenses of our wounds. So we're looking at life through the lens of lack. And when we do that, that means that everything we want to have or accomplish or create, it's going to have one heck of a big deserving sticker on it. It's going to have to be either amazing or either because we have to give more, do more in order to feel equal or to feel we deserve a little bit. So here, that Queen of Swords, it's about your perception, how you're perceiving things. Maybe you're perceiving always being left out, okay? And because if it's our belief, that's how we're going to see it all the time. If there's a party and somebody says, sure, if you want, you can come along. Somebody that does not have that would say like, all right, I'll be there. But somebody that has that thinks, that wasn't quite an invitation. That was like, if you want, you can pass by. That's not, they don't want to see me. The other one's like, hey, I'm amazing. I'm going to join. We're going to have fun. I might discover people. It's an opportunity, and I'm taking it. This is all taken differently due to our perception. Under the Queen of Swords, in reverse, we have the Knight of Wands upright. So that could be the fear, or even arriving at that party and nobody talks to you. You're not gonna stay long, or you will be here and now, but having a hard time grounding it. Okay, wands have to be grounded. I was telling that to, I don't remember who, but I think Virgos or Leos, but the wand, it's shown as, a branch with leaves and all of that. Wands are energy. Yes, our willpower directs that energy, can concentrate that fire, that energy that creates movement. But if it just stays there, it flickers. Like if a flame is not on the stem of a candle, if it doesn't have some kind of ground, it won't stay long in the air, even though there's oxygen to burn or whatever. It's the same thing with the will. If it's not grounded, it's just going to dissipate. So here, you might have that feeling of spurs of energies, and then it just dissipates. Under our Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, we have the King of Swords, and under it we have the Four of Pentacles. So if we look at that, her and him, she's in reverse, he's upright. So this is another kind of juggling, another kind of two different truths at the same time. I have integrity, I am truthful, this is, powerful truth, rational, all of this, but the way I perceive, it's like I couldn't be good at making conclusions, but if my information is skewed by my old experiences, that won't help. It's going to make me more cautious. So him is going to push, and then him is going to say, no, let's be cautious. it might end up like it always does. So under our Two of Sword here, this is at the end of the month, maybe during the, Sagittarius full moon, which is going to help you see the bigger picture and then maybe realign your truth. Very throat chakra. Under that Two of Sword, we have the Five of Wands. Of course, the fire is a bit all over the place. And we have Judgment. So Judgment is going to help you make a judgment. What creates the conflict within me, outside of me, and all of that? What perception based on a belief of a state of who I am can create that? That's another five. The fives are for changes because they're made to be in movement. So, bottom of the deck, I had these two sevens, like this. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. One is waiting, it's even a shovel, nothing happening, and the other one has to always protect himself. So, one questions what he's doing, because it doesn't seem to have the results that he wants. Sometimes it's just, oh wait, let's go, continue. You have to, soldier on, honey. Or being on the defensive because I'm in a world that can hurt me, that have needs and wants and things like that. So, at the end of the month, you're going to make a decision about this, about what is your truth and what you're going to do about it. So, let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Libras for the month of May 2024. May 2024. Okay. All right, so Queen of Pentacle, Five of Pentacle. All right. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. In a way, to get out of this and allow new water, we need to leave the old water behind. And it's very hard to leave the old water behind if we think we're just going to receive snow. If I let go of my pain, will it really be filled up by new water, by peace, serenity, and all of that? Or am I abandoned from above also? I have the Nine of Wands with it. Because this is kind of somewhere we're not expecting the best. We're expecting combat. Let's look at that Queen of Sword. Queen of Sword in reverse. Yeah. So they're repeating this. They really wanted to have that card. It's with, and who's the five there? Oh no, it's a tree. Three of Wands. Well, that Seven of Swords for sure is hiding the Three of Wands. And here we have the Nine of Wands again. And here's our Two of Swords. So, yes, Two of Swords. I have to make a decision. I'm in a paradox. The Nine of Wands when you look at it, you have the character. Look at his face, you know. He's like, are you gonna send me another wand there? I still have, you know, the old wound on my head. The wound is on his head because it's part of the mind. It's kind of wands and air. So it's like a psychological wound that he had. It hurt him there. He got a willpower, a ill-intended willpower on his head. So he's holding on to his wand, barely, you know, standing there, and he placed all of his other combats around him. And that makes him feel powerless. That makes him feel like I have nothing to fight with. This is a world where I have to fight. I'm waiting for something to change that. I'm keeping on to all of the old stuff. I'm careful. So the ones of you that are careful because you were hurt before, that feel like if I go out there, I'm going to get betrayed. I'm going to get abandoned. I don't have what it takes to fight there. This is the lie, the basic lie that needs to be revoked this month, or that you have the opportunity to revoke it. Let's see. Knight of Wands. So maybe you developed a little habit of running away. Running away. Knight of Wands. Has a hard time planting it. 10 of Cups in reverse. These 3 cups, they're not so great. The cups that you're holding on to, they're not so great. They let's say it's not the best that you've received from the outside world. 10 of Cups. You're in dire need of that Ace of Cups, and for that you need to be receptive of it. But you cannot be receptive of it if you have the certainty that it's not there for you, and that's how you perceive things. You will not see the cup even if it's right in your face. But we have the 10 of Swords with it, and that's good to get rid of this guy. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. 2 ends of cycles. The 10 of Cups have been gone. The cycle of cups, let's say, has been gone for a while, but yet you still are not willing to depart it and embark in a new way of feeling, to allow peace, serenity, a different communion with this world, the other world, all the worlds. Let's look at that 2 of Pentacles with the 4. Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles and we have the 4 of Swords. So there's a lot of stubbornness here. 4 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Swords in reverse, again, this is when we're isolating ourselves, but we're not really making the choice to take that new sword from our 3 of Swords, from our disappointments, the conclusions we drew from the bad experiences of the past. We're not willing to let them stay in the mausoleum and just get out with our new sword. The 7 of Swords that you had, this is on a small scale, procrastination. Big scale, sabotage. This is how I betray myself. This is how I'm sabotaged. This is how other people betray me. And so it's very sinuous. It's a very sinuous energy. But like I was saying, if you had the Venus exalted inside of you, you would never betray yourself because you would love yourself. You would never let somebody else make you feel powerless or think that this world would not receive what you have to bring, because that's a disempowering belief, because you would know your worth. It all starts there. King of Sword. Four of Pentacle, Eight of Pentacle. So here we are very safe into what we're doing and making happen. We're not willing to change it, take any risks. There might be the disappointments, sadnesses. There's something that needs to be left behind. Doesn't mean change your job there, Libra, but it means the way you're gonna invest yourself, who you are, needs to change. What's that Four of Pentacle for Libra? What's that Four of Pentacle? Because it came out 3 times here. Maybe it's an idea that you're really holding on to. There's the Four of Wands. It could be an idea you're holding on to. But something, you're holding on to something. But the moment you get it, this is when you're going to turn the wheel of fortune and let you take that. And here it is. Six of Wands, Four of Wands. There's the other 4, but that's the good 4. 4 of Wands. Stable, grounded energy. What does it do? It lifts the rejoicement of living. That's why they're celebrating. 6 of Wands, balanced energy. Acknowledgement. I'm back. It's done. I'm not in my old thing. I'm not seeing things in the same way. People are not attacking me. People are cheering me. Here, this month, you have the opportunity to really understand what you were holding on to that prevented you from actually investing yourself in a completely different way. So at the end of the month here, you're going to make that decision. 2 of Swords. It's going to become clear to you that that decision will change your life here. That threshold. Look at, it's a canopy on the other side. There's the 2 girls from the 3 of Cups that are waiting for you to celebrate, to support you and all of that. And you're going to make a decision here. This, which is great, or this. 10 of Pentacle in reverse, 3 of Pentacle in reverse. The thing that you picked up from, maybe generational or whatever, you've been in it for a long time and it hasn't been giving in a long time. As long as you're in that paradox, you cannot build your aspiration and what you want to create. So, time to, here's, that creates conflict, that's for sure. 5 of Pentacle, 5 of Sword, 8 of Sword. It's like a whirlwind that you get stuck in. Of course, it's all different intensities because you're all different, For some of you, wow, that happens a lot. Others, oh yeah, I can feel it. Maybe there's a little left over or not. But here we have the 5 of Sword and the 7 of Pentacle with that 5 of Wands. What do I do with my wand? Oh, yes, but I've been hurt before. Oh, the 9 of, I thought that card was thick. The anxiety was behind this. See, this guy, he holds 3 swords in his hand. The 3 swords that he needs to see what were these beliefs, like the conclusions that your inner child or ego, unsolved ego, drew became beliefs, and now you can use them. And that's what creates conflict within yourself when it comes to bringing your energy in a different way. Because you're going to be like, oh, I would love to accomplish that and do that. I don't have any reference of the me doing this in the past. And every time I tried, I was feeling like this. I was rejected. I got hurt, and so on. And he's like, yeah, remember, 1998, September, when this happened? There's our proof. He's got a whole file cabinet of it. And since he's got those 3 swords in his hands, the 2 swords are on the floor. So as long as we're trying to prove that we are right, even if it's detrimental for us, even if these beliefs are disempowering and they're preventing us from actually becoming, the 2 swords are on the ground. We cannot make the decision that will actually free us. Look at these aspects of us that believe that and pull a judgment on it. It's easy to pull a judgment on these parts if you take them with compassion and understanding, then you can come back from it. 6 of Wands. And here, the judgment on that pentacle that I have in my hand, but I am not taking. I am not investing. And I'm not doing anything with it because I'm afraid. I'm afraid to lose. I'm afraid it's not good enough. I'm afraid of all sorts of things, to be hurt. If I put myself out there, I'm going to get robbed. Where does that come from? And that's your opportunity this month to clear that little virus from the computer part so that your soul can accomplish itself much more freely. So, how do you call that? Yeah, it's a decision. I think Geminis had decision to make. So I guess it's an air sign thing this month. So, decision for you too. Okay? The 2 of Swords. Change of perspective. This is the opportunity that you have. And when we change our perspective, it changes everything. So on this, I am sending you all my love and light, my beautiful Libras. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you want a private reading, description below, there's the website. You just, go on it, and it's very user-friendly. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. New moon, full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. And of course, we have the Beltane. So, Beltane on the 1st of May, a beautiful moment where the energies will come down from above, from the goddess, to nourish and mate with her consort nature here. And so as that movement is happening, it's a time to put joy, celebration, your wishes in that energy as it comes down. On this, namaste, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.